What is up, guys, and welcome to the Casual Wrestling Channel, your headquarters for Raw and SmackDown and casual wrestling content. Every week we hang out in Discord during Raw and SmackDown, then immediately go live for the post-show reactions and breakdowns live here on YouTube and TikTok. If you want to support the channel, you can do that through YouTube Super Chats or joining the Casual Wrestling YouTube membership. What is up, guys? We are going to wait a couple minutes to get started here. I see DJ Wavy D. What's up, man? We'll start off, Lauren. You caught the last hour of Raw, right?
Yes, I did.
I brought you in for the last hour, and then you chose to come join me up here. Thank you very much for that. But let's start. Let's unpack what we saw on Monday Night Raw systematically here tonight. What is up, everybody? What is up, YWO? What is up, Wavy D? I see that you, Lauren, in the chat. I didn't know who that was. But let's start with scoring Raw on a casual scale of 1 to 10. 10 being perfect, 9 being classic, 8 being amazing, 7 being great, 6 being good, 5 being average/okay, 4 being confusing, 3 being bad, 2 being awful, and 1 being unwatchable. So if you're in the chat, let me know right now what your casual wrestling score was for Monday Night Raw. We've got hey, what's up, Big Mike? We got a 6 from Mike. I think I'm at a 6. I think the ending almost took me to a 5. I don't think that ending hit quite like they thought it was going to. I think they thought that ending was going to have a high level of intensity. In fact, I'm going to go with 5. That was an okay Monday Night Raw. It was a 6 all the way up until that finish. That finish for me was a 5. Wavy D says, great story advancement. I will agree. For the most part, we got good story advancement heading into SummerSlam, but that ending just completely fell flat for me. I don't know what it is, and we can start. Let's start by talking about Sami Zayn versus Ilya Dragunov, which was our main event tonight with what we all expected was the interference of Braun Breaker. I'm still, this is no shocker here. I'm still not sold on Ilya Dragunov. I'm still watching him in that main event with Sami Zayn. He's over the top to me. It's just too much hard breathing. I know they call it intensity, but it's just a little bit over the top for me. And I know that is absolutely silly to say when I am a fan of things like the Wyatt Six, which is the most over the top thing for me. But I don't know what it is. There's something about Ilya Dragunov right now that rubs me the wrong way. I just can't get over it right now. And I think that Sami Zayn's comparison of himself and Ilya Dragunov, to me, that was actually a pretty accurate comparison. I think that Ilya Dragunov's ceiling is going to be the same as Sami Zayn's. It's going to be a guy that people root for him to get to that big opportunity. And then when he gets there, ultimately, that's kind of going to be it. I don't foresee Ilya Dragunov holding a world championship on the main roster for a long period of time. I could be absolutely wrong on that. I could.
I just see the guy from True Blood every time I look at him.
You see what?
There's like a main character on a show called True Blood. It's like an old show now. But he's like this blonde vampire. They look like twinsies. That's all that I see.
With Dragunov?
Yeah. He looks
That's
like
interesting. YWO says, I see him as a mainstay mid-carder. That's where I feel like he is. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? I feel like if your comp is Sami Zayn, there's absolutely nothing wrong with being Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn is a guy who has the ability to reach those high of highs, but he also can get lost in the mix very easily. Like right now, Sami Zayn to me, from when I'm watching Monday Night Raw, Sami Zayn is coming off to me as an unlikable babyface, which is absolutely the worst position I think that you want Sami Zayn in. Mm-hmm. Sami Zayn to me is a very good heel. He can be a very good unlikable heel, and he has the ability to be a comedic babyface, but they have him in this weird position right now where he's up against Braun Breaker, who is a likable bad guy. And so it makes me in turn just kind of feel indifferent about Sami Zayn. I don't know where we're going. I think we're headed towards Sami Zayn versus Braun Breaker at SummerSlam, and hopefully they get it right this time. Maybe they just didn't want Braun Breaker winning the Intercontinental Championship at Money in the Bank. Maybe they wanted to wait till SummerSlam. Maybe they like the optics better of being in that big facility, the big arena, more eyes on the product. It's a bigger stage. I understand that, but I still, the ending of Monday Night Raw fell flat for me. I just don't think, with everything that happened on Monday Night Raw, I don't think that was your big go-home shot. I don't think that sent people home the way they thought that was going to send them home. Sami Zayn is a huge future WWE Hall of Famer. No doubt. No doubt he's a Hall of Famer. But we have to, let's walk that back. Let's walk that back, Wavy. I'm not going to say no doubt, because I'm going to ask the question right now. Can someone get into the Hall of Fame without being a heavyweight champion? Do we have a section of the Hall of Fame that allows people in that aren't holding a world heavyweight championship at some point in their career? I think that's a fair question to ask. I know there's already a lot of them, but as of now, there's more world titles than there's ever been. And so I think having more world titles and more world title opportunities than there's ever been, I think this is the point in time where we have to start asking the question. If you have a career in this new era when there are so many different champions, is Sami Zayn a guaranteed Hall of Famer? Guaranteed. I'd have to break that down a little bit more. What's up, Barry Allen? Barry Allen says, Bo Dallas is the best. I hope Bo Dallas becomes a world champion. There's a world where Bo Dallas could become a world champion. I think, Wyatt Six are going to be around for a while. The Wyatt Six they're not going anywhere. It's obvious that they've invested into this group heavily. And so outside of the main event of Sami Zayn and Dragunov and the Braun Breaker stuff, what they thought maybe was going to hit hard, I think the biggest lasting impression from this Monday Night Raw is going to be the Wyatt Six stuff. I think that absolutely is going to be the stuff that is remembered as we move farther into the week. I know when we do Mike and D tomorrow, it'll get talked about. I know when I do the Casual Wrestling Show on Thursday, it will definitely get talked about. I don't know how much I'm talking about Sami Zayn, Dragunov, and Braun Breaker. I just don't know. Maybe it's just early reactions. Maybe once it settles a little bit, I'll feel better. But absolutely, my memory of Monday Night Raw tonight is going to be the picture of the Wyatt Six in the ring together. We physically saw them tonight. I think the Wyatt Six made a solid showing tonight. I think that this is what we needed from the Wyatt Six. We couldn't just keep doing these VHS tapes. Now, I've seen some people, one of the VHS tapes showed up on Pat McAfee this week.
Okay.
He had an interview with somebody, and in the middle of it, the blue screen popped up. It said, "You lied." And so he brought the tape to Monday Night Raw. I saw some people who didn't love it. They set it up exactly how I thought they would. It's just an opportunity for Pat McAfee to draw some of that WWE audience over to his show. It's an opportunity to talk about the Pat McAfee show on Monday Night Raw. I don't think it hurts anything. I don't think when you talk about segmenting the audience, as long as they go on Monday Night Raw and talk about it and talk about where it came from, I don't think that hurts the audience. I absolutely think, once again, that the VHS tape was phenomenal. I think
what we watched, right?
Yeah, the Eric Rowan VHS tape, once again, highlight of the show. These little backstage kind of story clips that we're getting with the Wyatt Six are giving me a reason to care. This made me invest even more into the Wyatt Six, into the story. It added elements of realism, right? You're sitting there watching a man who, I'm sure that's all real emotion. Like they're running that interview, and I'm sure that is all real emotion coming out of Eric Rowan in that moment. And so the fact that we're going to get to hear each person's story over the next 5 weeks, I think is actually interesting. It gives us a reason to invest into this group a little bit. So I'm not mad at that. I did like the idea of Chad Gable kind of being, outside of the joke that everybody knows Uncle Howdy is Bo Dallas and him thinking he figured that out tonight. I think that absolutely plays well for Chad Gable's character. I like the fact that we saw the Creed brothers introduced with Chad Gable because that's been teased for a while. And I love the idea that we saw the Wyatt Six make their way to the ring. Now, they didn't get physical, but I don't know if we're ready for them to get physical. I think that the build up to this, the anticipation is going to be maybe the best part of this. Once they get into the ring and they begin to wrestle, a certain element of this mystique is going to disappear.
Agreed.
So why not milk this as long as you can? Milk it as long as you can. Milk this build up for as long as you can, and you're more than likely going to get a big payoff at some point. Do we think CM Punk is cleared to wrestle? Looks like they are going to do a triple threat, maybe Seth as a special guest ref. That was my first thought, Wavy D. The first thought, I'm not on board with the idea that CM Punk is not cleared, even though that was something I mentioned last week to Mike, was I didn't know if CM Punk was cleared, and was there a chance that they were going to divert to Seth Rollins? After seeing what I saw tonight, I think it's more likely, I don't want triple threat. Of all the options that are on the table, I don't want triple threat. We've done such a good job of building up this story up until this point of it being Drew McIntyre and CM Punk that I don't need triple threat. I'm not completely against the idea of Seth Rollins being involved in the match as a special guest referee or in some form or fashion, but I just don't need him involved in that match as a combatant at SummerSlam. I think that match lives as is in perfect harmony. It is, that story's been set up to be story of the year. We don't need a third person interfering into that. Mike says he left tonight with Drew versus Seth at SummerSlam. I'm not sold. So what Triple H has done a lot in the last couple weeks as he's introduced future feuds before we're there. What I like, it's just we roll into the next thing. The reality is, coming out of SummerSlam, there is a chance that we move on from Drew McIntyre and CM Punk. There may not be a 3-month program between the two. Now, there may be. I could see a world where Seth gets involved, and then at the next Premium Live event, it is the triple threat. But I don't think they would tease this match all the way up until this point to keep us in the dark about CM Punk being cleared or not. Now, could this be a backup plan? Is there a world where they go, CM Punk is iffy, there's a chance we get up to that day and he's not ready to go? Is there a world where possibly they need a contingency plan and Seth Rollins is that contingency plan? I think that's more than likely. You could push Drew versus Punk to Bad Blood. That's true too, Wavy D. You don't have to do Punk versus McIntyre at SummerSlam, with Mike saying. I think Bad Blood was 100% created for Drew and CM Punk. Interesting. I'll have to think on that. I'm not sold on that, though. I think SummerSlam, we're getting the first showdown between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre in some form or fashion. Now, maybe it is Seth versus Drew, and once again, CM Punk gets involved. It's a little played out. That story's a little tired at this point. I don't know that I need that again. I will say, here's my reason for giving Monday Night Raw a 5, if you're ready for this.
I'm ready.
There's an hour of Raw almost every week that I could cut out of the show and probably make Monday Night Raw a 7 or 8. Mm-hmm. That's my issue. There's a lot of stuff that happens during Monday Night Raw, during the 3 hours that I could cut out of the show that would make it a 7 or 8 on a weekly basis. It's not me trying to shit on the women's division, but this Katana Carter, Kaden, Lyra Valkyrie, Sonya Deville, that stuff's just all messy. That stuff's not, it's not of the same caliber as the other stuff we're seeing. And I understand that wrestling shows are roller coasters. You have highs and you have lows. It just feels like, to me, when I watch SmackDown, I know the talent on SmackDown and the stories may not be as deeply involved as some of the Monday Night Raw stuff, but it's 2 hours and it's packaged together in a way that's super digestible. When I watch Monday Night Raw, because normally I don't watch Raw from start to finish. Normally I will wait, fast forward through the parts I don't like, and that makes Raw digestible. For the first time in a long time tonight, because we're doing a post show now, I started at 7 o'clock, ended at 10 o'clock, and it's like, whew, that's exhausting.
Yeah.
There's a lot in there that I don't want to watch on just a night. 3 hours is it's a lot of wrestling. And I could easily cut out an hour from that show and give you 2 hours that would make you go, that's an 8. That was an 8. If you took the Wyatt stuff, you take, the Sammy and the Dragunov and the Braun Breaker stuff, take all the Judgment Day stuff and tie that in with Drew McIntyre, and that's your show. Mm-hmm. That's a 7, that's an 8, that's maybe even a 9. It's all the other shit they throw in that I think drags me down, and then when that finale doesn't hit the way I want it to, it brings me down to a 5. 3 hours is too much. I agree, Daniel. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to say right now. 3 hours is too much. And I know what they're doing. Like, I figured it out tonight.
What are they doing?
So we used to get like a midweek main event show that was on like Hulu they're just making us watch that show. They're just taking that show and just shove it into the middle of fucking Raw. That's what they're doing. They're making us, it's like required watching. Hey, if you want to watch the Wyatt Six and you want to watch Sami Zayn and Braun Breaker, then you're going to have to sit through this other shit. That's what they're doing. This is stuff that normally would appear on a show that nobody watches, but instead, they're going to shove it down our throats. That's what it feels like when I'm watching Monday Night Raw. You got to see a little bit of the Rhea Ripley, Dominic Mysterio, Liv Morgan, Jey Uso soap opera as it continues. This continues to be fun. This continues to be good. This continues to be a vehicle to move us out of the Judgment Day era. You can start to see the puzzle pieces moving where they need to go. You can start to see Rhea Ripley getting a babyface reaction. You can start to see, the divide between certain members. I think it was fun to see Rhea Ripley come back and be like, why is Carlito here? What is he doing here? Yeah. Kind of, it's kind of fun to be almost on the inside of the joke of like, we all know what's going on, but Rhea doesn't know what's going on. That all was pretty fun. Once again, I don't know when we get to Rhea and Liv. I don't know if it is absolutely SummerSlam. I hope it is because I think it's going to be fun. I think there's a world where Liv Morgan beats Rhea Ripley thanks to Dominic Mysterio, and this story continues on. But it continues to be a mainstay in a through line of Monday Night Raw that I enjoy watching. What's your Liv concern, Mike? What concern are you speaking about that was apparent tonight? Because I don't think I was concerned. I think that I think she plays crazy well.
I was going to say that. I really like her in this character thing that she's doing right now.
I think that she will be protected because there's going to be so many elements of confusion surrounding Liv Morgan constantly, right? When they get to SummerSlam, does Dom turn on Rhea? That can be a reason that Liv is able to win, right? Does the rest of Judgment Day follow Liv Morgan? Is it Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest that are going to be the odd men out when this thing starts to crumble? It feels a little bit like that to me because as you see, do I like her? Oh, 100%, Mike. Yes. Do I like her ducking and running? I do. Because the reality is there is no world where I think any of us believe that if Rhea Ripley gets her hands on Liv Morgan, she's not dead.
Yeah.
Just dead, absolutely destroyed. So the idea to me is you protect Liv for as long as possible. You keep her away from Rhea. You don't let Rhea get her hands on her. And then at SummerSlam, you have somebody interfere. You have somebody save Liv Morgan. You have Dominic Mysterio, whether by accident, whether on purpose, whether it's Finn Balor. You have somebody interfere and cause get Rhea Ripley tripped up. The more you do that, I think, the more that Rhea Ripley can take over that babyface solid role. So speaking of babyface, Damian Priest absolutely solidified himself as a babyface tonight. I thought the face-to-face with Gunther was
I didn't see that.
This was before you started watching. This was so beneficial to Damian Priest. We saw him kind of turn the corner because he's been doing it. Damian Priest is sneakily one of the better guys on a microphone, cutting a promo, especially when he's allowed to inject a little bit of his comedy into his promo, when he's allowed to inject a little personality into what he's doing, when he's able to get a little bit real. I think that the Damian Priest and Gunther stuff, it hit strong tonight. I think it solidified what I said, that we've never seen Damian, we've never seen Gunther, and this is where WWE wanted to go. They wanted to go towards, I think they want Gunther, they need to lean into Gunther being heel. They're going to have to make him feel more heel in order to help out the baby faces on the roster. And I think Damian Priest did a good job of making the transition to babyface without having to go the jokey, full on, normal, boring babyface. Initially just all of the Dom and Rhea and those backstage segments, Priest continued to kind of poke at Dom, you fucked up, right? So there was this element of fun. He was definitely buddy with Rhea Ripley, which is that babyface connection. Then when he made it out with Gunther, the promo immediately became Gunther shitting on Damian, going, there's no prestige in what you've done. Nothing you've done has been memorable. And then Damian turned the corner and said, basically, I've had to bust my ass to get to where I am. You've been handed everything.
Yeah.
And so that was kind of the drawing line, and it got a little heated and emotional in the promo, and it felt real. Don't think it was real, but it felt real. And I think they did a good job. Priest turned the corner, and the crowd turned with him. The crowd was definitely cheering for Damian Priest when they got to the point where they got physical. Damian, what's that say right there? But that's okay. So someone said Damian's problem when cutting a promo is it always feels like he's breaking character by laughing. That's why I think he has to be babyface, and that's why I think they have to allow that part of his personality to be a part of his character. That he is a little humor, he is a little humoristic. That he will joke, and he finds the humor in most of the stuff that's going on. No, Wavy D, I don't remember Booker T and Triple H. That is in between my wrestling knowledge. So I will go back and research that. Outside of the Damian Priest stuff, which I thought was good, what else is there to talk about? I guess just Drew McIntyre. We can talk a little bit about Drew McIntyre. I saw in the Discord as the Drew McIntyre stuff was going on, I saw Wavy D was one of the people who pointed it out. It's a little bit goofy. I think sometimes they're messing with this story just a little bit too much. The making Drew McIntyre apologize in order to get a match at SummerSlam is a little bit hokey, right? It's a little, if you're Drew McIntyre, why can't you just apologize? Even if you don't mean it, even if it's not something you absolutely care about, why not just do it? Just apologize, cut the bullshit, get your match, and go handle business. So I don't love that. I know I'm preaching lately. One of the things I'm preaching is after listening to Triple H, we can't look at the details. Triple H is not worried about the details. Triple H is worried about the storytelling. WWE is now in line with a Marvel or Star Wars movie. If you try to break it apart, if you look in the seams, there are cracks. There are going to be holes in the story, and if you try to break those down, you're going to find problems, right? So right now, what you have to do is you got to look past some of that. So I understand that this was definitely a segment that is kind of prolonging. Like I said a minute earlier, this could just be a contingency plan. This literally could be, we don't know if CM Punk is going to be ready, so we have to stall, and we knew Punk wasn't going to be there tonight, so you knew something had to happen. So it's just interesting. It wasn't my favorite segment of Drew McIntyre. It definitely, Drew is best when you just give Drew McIntyre a microphone and you let him talk. He tends to make entertainment on his own. He doesn't need a lot of this hokey stuff in order to get over with the crowd. Well, I see some things popping off here.
There's a lot.
Let's see. Can you read some stuff to me? Because I can't see.
All
I
right.
got to get this monitor
So
up
we're
a little
no
higher.
Booker T and Triple H vibes. Drew and Ref segment was about CM Punk and Bucks.
Agree. Oh, okay. Hold on. Let's explore that. The
Ref
Drew and Ref
or the
segment was a
Bucks?
shot at CM Punk and Bucks. Explain that to me, Sadzilla. That went right over my head. So if they're drawing,
The whole thing is about how CM Punk doesn't apologize, and neither does Drew. They're drawing similarities between them.
okay.
I don't know what that means.
Okay, then I'm not mad at that. No. If that's the way we're taking it, and I'm gonna take it the way it's being taken there, I'm okay with that. Like, okay, little deeper than what I can handle as a casual wrestling fan, but I'm not mad at it. Look, let's take it that way. Let's, as a community, let's accept it because I like the answer. I like that answer.
What's a buck?
Young Bucks.
Young Bucks.
So they're referencing the AEW stuff with Punk.
Oh, okay.
Like the fallout. They're saying he doesn't apologize. Drew doesn't apologize. I can go down that path confidently and make it make sense. I like that.
All right.
I didn't pick that up,
that's
but I
real
do
deep.
like that. Right. That's deep. That's some deep shit right there.
Wavy D said it was over his head too. All right, so
So hold on. See, he's just dropping gems of knowledge right here. Because Seth Rollins brought up last week how CM Punk doesn't apologize. Holy shit. I wasn't thinking back that far.
yeah, you did say that.
I got to take notes. I have to bring notes to the show now because he did say that. This is interesting.
I just like to take it in the moment, you know.
Look at it. This show is about learning. Learning as a community. We are learning right now. Sadzilla is.
And that had to do with AEW and CM Punk.
Yeah.
So now you know. You know? But
Why does CM Punk need to apologize about AEW? I don't think he does, Emmanuel. I don't think that's what anybody's saying.
oh no.
What else we got here?
Liv Morgan was on fire. That's from Barry Allen.
Barry
I
Allen,
really like.
Barry Allen, a known Liv Morgan fan.
Oh, really?
Definitely. Lets me know on a regular basis.
Well, she's very entertaining in this, and I actually do like that she runs away because it's kind of like the hoe who tries to steal your man, and that bitch better run because I'm gonna go find her. So, yeah.
Anything we missed here tonight? I wasn't gonna get deep into the Sonya Deville stuff. Like I said,
I missed that stuff. But they popped up on the screen, and I told you
They were
doesn't
two
make
segments
sense to me.
They were two segments. They took two segments of the show.
And I didn't even know that they wrestled tonight.
Sonya Deville wrestled against Zelina Vega in somewhat of a squash match.
Okay.
Zelina kind of started off, taking over, and then Shayna interfered when the ref wasn't looking, and Sonya got a quick win. What else? They did a tag match between the dancing girls and Shayna and Zoe.
Yeah.
Like this could go somewhere. It's just so fresh right now. It's not what I'm interested in on Monday Night Raw. With so much other stuff going on, it's just not what I'm looking for right now at this
Got
moment.
it.
Thank you, Sadzilla. Glad you're doing the post show. Keep it up, man. Love that, man. Thank you. Yeah. So we're gonna do the new schedule. If people haven't seen, the new schedule is going to be Monday and Friday post shows. Tuesdays are going to be me and Mike and D breaking down what we saw. And then Thursdays are going to be like an old school podcast where I just break down a little bit of everything, a little bit of news, a little bit of what's going on the shows, maybe a little bit of AEW. It'll be more open to everything. But we're definitely, from now on, after Monday Night Raw and after SmackDown, there will be post shows. And then after premium live events, we're going to be doing post shows. I don't love watching along. I don't have that much to say while it's going on.
I always feel like somebody's just looking at me, and I'm probably doing something weird,
Yeah,
so.
maybe.
I mean,
like,
well, of course they're looking at me, but
it's like during a premium live event, it's 3 hours and I am hungry and I don't want to eat on camera. And it's like, there's nothing really I can say in the moment that is that important. I think breaking it all down with everybody. See, look, like we break it down after the show and we get to learn stuff that we didn't know. When we're doing it during the show, it's hard to kind of like pick up on what's being said and then really lay into that. So I like the post-show format.
Mm-hmm.
We're definitely going to be doing post-show. Are you coming to Vegas for Mania? That is the plan. The plan is to go to Vegas for WrestleMania
Yes, sir.
as of right now. Unless something wild happens, that is absolutely the plan. Milwaukee Mike is on Tuesdays. He's on Tuesdays at 7 o'clock is what we do. Yeah, I agree. No need to watch along. I agree. I'm with you.
So Wavy D asked, what do you think of WWE letting wrestlers keep their names after leaving WWE?
I'm indifferent. Like, to me, the way I feel about WWE, because I do feel like they're so far ahead of everybody right now, is that if they let somebody go, I don't think that the bad blood is between WWE and that person. And if they don't create the bad blood between the person and WWE, I don't think WWE really sees the negative.
So did they let somebody keep their name or something? Or are you just asking,
I think
if?
Are you referring to Dijak? I know Dijak used his name on the indies. About to yeet in Vegas. All right, Mike. you do that, bro.
All right.
Remember, you the casual, so be the casual. Yep, stay casuals. That's why you guys teach me stuff all the time.
I ask lots of questions. It's okay.
There was an AEW commercial during Raw. Didn't see that. I was doing a lot of like tweaking of the stream during the commercial breaks. WWE don't give a fuck. I agree. I mean, they really don't. All right, Lauren, let's move over to I have a bracket fight for you.
Okay, all right.
Okay. Now, this is going to be an interesting one. We're going to need the help from people on this one because there's a lot of things I don't know. So the bracket fight we're doing right now is going to be...
Is that like where I choose one or the other one?
Yeah, it's going to be factions. Okay. We're doing factions today, guys.
Okay. Let's go.
DJ's last comment. Chris Van... I can never say his last name.
Is that Vilt?
Reposted a new report about it. Okay. Interesting. I'll look it up. And we can talk.
Is that the Earring Man?
We'll talk about it on Thursday. I don't know if it's the Earring Man. It's the one you watch. You watch a lot of Chris Van Vliet.
I like him.
Yeah.
I like him, yes. Didn't know his name, though.
All right, so factions. Here we go. Factions. Best faction of all time, Lauren. On the left, that's the Hart Foundation.
Okay.
On the right, don't know who that is as a collective. Does anybody know who this group is on the right side of the screen? I know that's X-Pac. I know that's Prince Albert. Don't know who's in the front. What group is that?
Dudley Brothers.
That is not the Dudley Brothers. That's definitely not the Dudley Brothers.
I don't know who it is. I don't know.
So if Wavy D doesn't know who the faction is, I'm pretty sure.
Then I'm going with the one on the left, only because I know who the Hearts are.
Yeah,
so.
I don't know who's on the right. I don't know who that is. I know the left is the Hart Foundation. Definitely know that. That's Owen, Brett, the Jim, the Anvil. Don't know the other two, but yeah, that's definitely the Hart Foundation. So we'll go Hart Foundation since it's pretty consensus that nobody knows who that other group is.
Yeah.
All right, so that's the
Shield?
the
Or is that the
authority.
Authority?
That's
Okay.
the authority.
Uh-huh.
And then this group on the right
Kurt Cobain.
appears.
And the guy from The Matrix.
Is that the Ministry?
A-Train.
It was A-Train at the time. So, okay, it wasn't Prince Albert. He'll always be Prince Albert to me.
Wait.
Forever he will be Prince Albert.
A-Train is somebody in wrestling, not from The Boys?
Yeah, A-Train.
Right?
There was Prince Albert was A-Train in
Is he
WWE.
fast or something?
Nope, not fast
Why
at all.
was he called A-Train?
So that's a Ministry of Darkness on the right. Okay, so we got the Authority versus the Ministry of Darkness. I don't know. I loved the Ministry. The Ministry was some of my favorite wrestling. When they took Stephanie McMahon and I was a little kid and they put her on a cross and they hung her from the ring, I was like, I know I'm not supposed to be watching this.
They hung her from a ring?
They like raised her up on fire. I knew I wasn't supposed to be watching it. And like I was just like praying that my parents didn't walk into the room because I was like, this is some real...
You know what? You got me.
This
I'm
is
gonna
some
go with them.
satanic level shit here.
Because I think the Authority were just kind of like bitches.
Mike said they gave him nightmares. I'm going Ministry. I liked the Ministry.
You had me at the Stephanie McMahon stuff.
All right, so the left is
Kurt Angle?
no. What were they called?
I don't know who those people are. The Mugs gave me nightmares. The Authority took up so much time on TV.
I wasn't watching during the Authority, so I don't remember the Authority. Who's on the left? The Nation of Domination. That's what I thought. Yes, the Nation of Domination.
All right, Nation of Domination. Were they like rappers or something?
No.
Okay.
No. And then on the right was the Core, which was Wade Barrett, Justin Gabriel,
I thought I recognized him.
Heath, whatever.
Who's the guy on the far right?
I got
He
kids.
kind of looks like a werewolf.
Justin Gabriel was on
Yeah.
the far right. Wade Barrett, who is the announcer now.
I thought so.
Ezekiel, is that Ezekiel Jackson in the back there?
Oh, no.
Yeah, no, definitely Nation
guy
of
in the
Domination
front?
on this one.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's, what's
The
his
core
name?
was like the left. So this
white
is
guy.
that's The Rock.
Oh, is that
that's
his
Owen
Rock?
Hart who passed away.
Okay.
When he was the Blue Blazer. That's D'Lo Brown, who was underhandedly one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. I really liked D'Lo Brown, and this is the Godfather who had the Ho Train.
Oh, you showed me them once. I'm going to go with them. Right? They had like all those girls and stuff.
Not at this time, but yes,
Okay.
that is.
I'll take it.
And it's The Rock. That's The Rock.
Yeah.
I mean, it was the beginning of The Rock.
I couldn't tell. I never saw him wrestle like when he was that.
Oh, okay, that's DX and the Shield. We're going to go this round one. We're going DX and the Shield.
I didn't like the Shield, so.
You didn't like the Shield.
No, remember I hated all of those guys during that time. I liked them later on in their careers.
Now, my problem here is I don't know if we're limited to just this version of DX with Shawn Michaels, Triple H, and Chyna. Because
Are
this
those
was
the Suck It guys?
Yeah, this was not my favorite version. I liked when the New Age Outlaws became part of the D-Generation X.
I'm going to go with the Suck It boys.
Yeah, see, I'm with Wavy D. If it's this version of the Shield or of DX, I'm not in. I'm going Shield. Look, that's Roman and Seth Rollins.
But like, are we doing them as the group? Or
Yeah,
like
but I'm going
you
Shield.
vetoed me?
I did veto
I'm just
you
kidding.
on
I
that
don't
one.
care. I don't really know
We're
who
working
they
on this
are,
one
so.
together. You
Okay.
did the first one because it would have been too easy for me.
All right. Let's see who this is.
Okay, I don't know who these Canadians are. I don't know who are these Canadians? And do these Canadians have really any opportunity against the NWO?
No.
No, I don't right? Like we know the NWO. Yes, no discussion.
Like,
we don't even need to know.
Those are like the people who come on to wrestle.
We don't even
somebody
need
for
to
a
know who
squash
the
match.
Canadians are.
Yeah.
And was there at one time a Canadian champion? Because that's a Canadian title belt.
At all.
It's what?
If you can zoom in on it at all.
I don't know.
It
how
might
to
cut it
zoom.
up both
Yeah, I
out
don't
right
know.
then.
'Cause
Yeah, I
it'll
have
mess up
no idea who that
the
is.
TikTok feed.
But
We're
NWO.
going NWO.
Yeah,
We're not
that
going to
was
waste
simple.
time on that.
Duh.
All right,
the
that's the
fuck is
Brood,
this?
and that's the Bullet Club. Not a fan of the Bullet Club over here, so I'm going to let y'all know. Unless y'all just want to overrun me on this one, that's Edge, Christian, and Gangrel. That's the Brood, and they're OGs.
I know 2 out of 3, so I'm going to go with that one then.
Quick story. My dad almost got into a fight with Gangrel.
Really?
Real ass fight.
Why?
So we went to a wrestling show, and it was a house show. And my dad's voice, it cuts through the crowd.
Yeah.
Boy, he was on Gangrel. He just, not appropriate things he was saying, but he was saying it. I was like 7 years old, 8 years old. Gangrel turned around, out of character, and told him, "Shut the fuck up, old man, or I'm going to come out there and whoop your ass."
All right.
So
Wish I could have seen that.
that, to me, that moment is just worth picking the Brood.
All right. The Brood wasn't that good. They were just
It's their entrance
Birth
for
a
me.
couple of
It's
stars.
their entrance. It's literally the Brood's entrance for me. Like that's the only memory. I couldn't tell you one match that the Brood were in. All I could tell you was, great theme song, and they rose up out of the ground and fucking came up out of like a vampire. They were vampires.
Oh shit, that's cool.
They were vampires.
I like that.
And like Gangrel would get in the ring and he would drink blood and it would run down his mouth.
All right.
Yeah, they cool entrance. Couldn't tell you about their matches. Okay, on the left side, this looks like the WCW Shane McMahon invasion group. Mm-hmm. And on the right side, that's Evolution, and there's no question about the fact that Triple
Ric
H,
Flair?
Randy Orton, and Ric Flair.
Okay, Randy Orton, you had me. That's it. Winners.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
They win the whole thing.
Nexus, and that's the Four Horsemen, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is that the Four Horsemen? It's Ric Flair, Arn Anderson. I don't know the other two guys' names. That shows my wrestling knowledge. Shows why I'm casual. On the left side, we got the Nexus. Big fan of the Nexus. We got Wade Barrett, Justin Gabriel, Heath, again,
Is that
Michael
Hootie
McGillicuddy,
Hootie
and that is Bray Wyatt, Uncle
That is
Howdy.
Bray Wyatt.
He was known then as Husky Harris.
Harris.
Husky Harris.
Harry?
I'm with Wavy D on this one. Low key, I want to go Nexus.
I don't know who those dudes are.
They're huge. They're huge, and probably this is where like the IWC will just murder us for making this choice. But it's just way too far back for me. I have no knowledge of the Four Horsemen. I've never seen an Arn Anderson match. I've seen maybe 1 or 2 Ric Flair matches, and I don't know who the other 2 guys are, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I only know Ric Flair.
I do know that I met Wade Barrett. He was extremely nice to me. I have his autograph somewhere. It's up on that WrestleMania sweater. So I'm going Nexus. This is my list. This is my list.
All right, let's go.
All right, we're coming back. Okay. Heart Foundation versus the Ministry of Darkness.
Heart Foundation?
No, I'm going Ministry of Darkness. Okay. Sorry.
I only know who the Hearts are.
This is my list here. My list. The Nation of Domination versus the Shield. I'm going Nation of Domination.
Damn.
You're talking about, okay, D'Lo Brown's my wild card. Godfather.
Oh, there's The Rock, though.
If you went back and watched The Godfather, you would think he's hilarious. He was absolutely great.
Well, they had a lot more like character and stuff then.
You have The Rock kind of coming into his character at this point. Wavy D's trying to lean us to the Shield. Farouk was in it too. That's right. Damn.
Okay. I don't know what the damn is.
I clicked it. I clicked it. All
right.
NWO versus the Brood. It's got to be NWO, right?
I was going to say that.
It has to be NWO.
Yes?
It has to be.
These are the second people, no?
No, don't do that. No.
Okay.
It's Hollywood Hogan. This was Hogan becoming a bad guy. That's Hulk Hogan. That's Kevin Nash. And that's Scott Hall. Scott Hall.
All right.
I almost forgot his name. I'm bad with names. Evolution, Nexus. This is no brainer. It's Evolution.
Okay.
That's what Nexus. I was go with. Nexus was able to get 1 round ahead, but they're not going any farther than that. All right. Ministry of Darkness versus the Nation of Domination.
Domination? There's The Rock. It's The Rock.
Now, you would have liked Viscera.
Who's a Viscera?
The big black guy in the middle.
What did he do?
Ooh, he was scary.
He was scary?
Scary.
Like Bray Wyatt scary or like
crazy contacts, just kind of crazy. Very big. Very, very big man.
Oh, okay.
That's over there. We got the Undertaker.
Okay. That is the Undertaker, right?
We got Christian. It looks like we got Farouk.
Christian.
Big Daddy V. He was Big Daddy V at the time. See, I only know these people by one name. I know one name. That's Viscera to me. It was Big Daddy V then. The big guy
on the right side with the maroon shirt and the jacket?
No, that's Paul. That's the Undertaker.
Paul McKilligutty.
Oh, the one that talk like this and wearing the Undertaker.
Oh, okay.
It was his manager.
All right, cool.
He died.
I want to talk like that too.
He died.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah.
Wah, wah.
All right. Let's go Nation of Domination.
Inappropriate, Lauren. Okay.
I think we're going to go. Oh, wait, no. Ooh.
It's the one on the right. Duh. It's Randy Orton. Come on now.
What about the blood? So there's another side to this thing, Emmanuel. Once we clear out the left side of the bracket, it's going to jump to the right side. I didn't make the bracket, so I don't know who's in it, but I'm guessing the bloodline is going to be on the other side of this thing, hopefully. Right. NWO Evolution.
Randy's team.
We're getting mixed calls
Randy's
from the big confession here.
What?
I was never a WCW guy. I was always team WWE.
All right.
So I was never a Goldberg guy. I was never a Sting guy. I was never a Hulk Hogan guy. I'm team WWE. So I'm going Evolution.
Yes.
Evolution
you
was
made the right
killer.
choice, Dustin.
Nation of Domination versus Evolution.
Evolution. Randy Orton. Team Randy. Just say yes to Randy. It's Randy Orton. It's Ric Flair. Everybody knows
Triple H in the front, you know, right?
No, I did not know that.
That's Triple H.
It's Triple H, Dustin.
It's Triple H.
How can you not say yes?
All right, my guys Mike and Wavy D both hit me with Evolution, so we're going Evolution.
Thank you.
All right, now we're on the other side of the bracket. Okay. What is this? That's the corporate ministry.
Okay.
So the ministry then became the corporate ministry.
They're like serious people then, right?
They combined with Shane McMahon and created like the next level of the group.
Batista was in the Evolution.
Who is this group on the right?
That's the Super Mario Brothers.
No, that's Triple H. That's Stephanie. That's X-Pac.
I don't know.
This has to be some Evolution. That's the wrong word there.
I don't know who that
You're
is.
forgetting Batista in Evolution 2. That is true. He was not in the picture, but that is true. Who is this group on the right, guys?
It looks like the Mario
I don't know if
Brothers.
y'all can see it. But that's Triple H. That's
Who's
Stephanie.
that blonde girl? She looks kind of familiar.
DX2000. I didn't know about DX2000. So it's the regular corporation. So it's the corporate ministry, and then that's the corporation.
I'd go the one on the left.
All right, you're going corporate ministry?
Yes, because
All right. I feel like
Undertaker
this
and
is
Triple H in
but
there.
I feel like this is. I don't feel like that decision is going to haunt us at any point.
Okay.
On the left,
Sting?
it's holy shit. That's the Wolfpack.
Oh, okay.
That's the NWO Wolfpack, which was like a sub group, I believe.
I feel like there's some juggalos and gigolos in there.
No, though that's Sting. That's Sting.
Why does he have a red face though?
Because they were red. Red was their color. That's.
Oh, okay.
I think that's K-Dog. Is that Lex Luthor and Kevin Nash? I believe I got
right.
those names right. Now on this side, this is the corporation though, isn't it?
Yes. Somebody said the corporation.
But this is the corporation,
right.
I thought, right?
Corporate ministry? I don't know.
Because
corporation?
that's Vince, The Rock,
Why are there
Big
so many
Boss Man.
corporations
There's a lot.
and
Hey man, there was a lot of authorities and corporations back in the day. Okay,
All right.
A lot of Vince
We're the
McMahon
new
and yeah, a lot of
corporation.
McMahons trying to run shit back in the day.
All right.
Okay.
Is that the Rock on the right side?
That is The Rock. This was fun. This was a fun time in
Was he chubby
wrestling.
at one time?
Nah, I
Or
don't
is that
think
just a
he's
bad
chubby.
picture?
Yeah, I think it's a bad picture.
The Stooges.
The Stooges were in the back. The guy in the back there's the Stooges.
All right.
I'm going
Right side.
The Rock. Rock's in that picture.
Gotta say yes to the Rock.
Okay, this is Legacy. This is your boy again.
Randy.
This is
Randy wins.
Hold on. This is Randy. This is Cody. That's Cody Rhodes on the far left.
Yes.
And then why am I drawing a blank on the right?
That's an announcer.
$1 Million Man's son, I think.
That's an announcer.
No, he's not an announcer.
It's
Legacy, yeah. It's Legacy. It's Cody and Randy, but who's the other guy? What's the other dude's name? Why am I drawing a blank here, guys?
Jake from State Farm.
It's not Jake from State Farm.
I'm gonna Diamond something. Diamond's Dallas Page.
No, this side's Diamond something.
Okay. The Jersey Triad. He's in jail. Somebody's in
Nobody
jail.
is better than Canyon.
Oh no.
Yeah, no.
I'm gonna go with Randy's team.
Ted DiBiase Jr. Yes, that's Ted DiBiase Jr. And he's in jail.
Is he really?
He's in jail. I think he did some tax shit or something.
All right, you know, whatever. You do you, bro.
So once again, I
He's a
don't.
felon. He's got some street cred.
I don't know enough about WCW, so I'm going Legacy. That's Cody Rhodes
All
and
right.
Randy Orton. That's
I
good
mean,
enough for me.
Exactly.
New
Day.
Day?
New Day.
Hold on.
Who cares if CM Punk's there? It's the New Day,
Hold
Dustin.
on. Hold on. We have to at least have a conversation. Now, I know where I'm ending up, but it would be disrespectful to not at least have the conversation. Nexus with CM Punk was CM Punk was legitimately good. The rest of the group was bullshit.
Yeah.
But we gotta just take a minute to at least acknowledge the work of CM Punk when he was part of the Nexus. I will 100% talk WCW with you, Wrestling with Horror. I have not seen. I don't know if your message went to an inbox that I can't find, but I can't. He says he messaged me, but I can't find it, and it's on me. It's on me. I know it's on me.
Yeah.
But I can't find the message, so we're gonna have to figure out a better way to communicate. This is New Day. This is New Day. I'm gonna have a hard time. Y'all gonna have a hard time getting me off of that.
They're one of the best factions.
That's what I mean.
Ever.
You're gonna have a hard time getting me off of them winning this whole thing.
Okay.
On the left,
Backstreet Boys.
I don't know. I just had it's Chris Benoit's in that picture, so I'm just gonna pass on it. That's another version of NWO.
All right. Let's go NWO 2.0 then.
That sounds good.
All right,
DM on Twitter.
NWO 2.0. Right side.
We could skip both. The Radicals. One of these is the Radicals.
And the Rascals.
And I'm guessing that I'm just picking NWO
Yeah, let's
because
go for it.
that's Jeff Jarrett and he's got a guitar, and that's Steiner.
Oh, that's the dude who. Okay. Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, Wyatt family. I don't even know who this is on the left. I believe that's Saturn.
That's one of the dudes from the other pictures. The one in the middle.
Yeah.
I don't remember who he is. He looks familiar.
Left is the Radicals, and the right is the Wyatt family. But there's no question, it's the Wyatt family, right? This is a
Let's go.
this is a casual wrestling WWE
I don't know.
program. All right, left
China.
side. These are cheerleaders, Lauren.
Okay.
This is the Spirit Squad.
All right.
This is Dolph Ziggler. Old Ziggy right here.
Where's Dolph Ziggler?
That's Ziggy right there.
Oh my God.
That's Dolph
He looks
Ziggler.
nothing like himself. Who's the guy on the right hand side?
Everybody's trying to push us to the DX, but this is the Spirit Squad.
Oh, I don't know either of them, but I just know who China is, so I'm gonna let you choose.
So this is the version of DX that I told you I was a fan of.
Oh,
that
let's go with DX then.
Yeah, that is the Road Dogg. That is Billy Gunn, who's now AEW. It's China, Triple H, and X-Pac. That's my DX. That's
All right,
the DX
let's do that
I was
then.
a fan of.
DX.
Another NWO. How many damn NWOs were there? I don't.
Who's that dude in the middle?
That's the one who murdered his whole family.
Okay, then you don't get chosen. Sorry, bro. I don't believe in family killing. We're gonna go over here.
That's
to the
Big
left
Show, X-Pac.
side. We'll go to the left. NWO 3.0.
I don't recognize the other people, but it's another NWO.
NWO 3.0.
They're not making it all the way, though. All right, we're back. All right, we're looping around. Seeing a lot of McMahons in this thing. We've got... I feel
Let's
like
go to
we
the one on
did
the right.
this
Let's
already.
go to the Rock. We're gonna go with the Rock.
All right.
I'm gonna help you
I
speed
feel
this
like we
shit up.
had
I'm gonna
that
help you speed
already.
this shit up.
Legacy and New Day.
I do love Randy Orton, but I'm gonna go New Day.
I would have picked New Day, too.
Bray Wyatt.
Hold on. Let's slow down. We're jumping the gun here. We're jumping okay. Yeah.
Really? It's Bray fucking Wyatt.
Yeah.
Okay?
It's Wyatt
He's a
family.
legacy.
Yeah, it's Wyatt family.
And-
I'm just letting them catch up. Because they're a little bit behind the stream.
Oh.
And so, like, if we just boop, 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 they get no opportunity to speak.
Go.
They have to have a voice in this thing.
I am the voice
Original
of the voiceless.
DX versus new or some version. I think that's WWE's version of the NWO is what that is. DX. Yeah. DX. No question. DX. No bloodline. So this must have been this bracket fight must have been made pre-bloodline.
Mm-hmm.
I just randomly pull these up.
Yeah.
I just scroll through and look for a fun one and click it, and that's what we do.
All right.
We got New Day. It's New Day, right? Right, guys? I'm not wrong in saying New Day.
It's some sort of the corporation.
Wyatt Family DX.
I'm gonna go Wyatt family because I don't know who DX is. So
I got 2 words for you though.
Suck it.
Suck it.
That's the Suck It Man. Oh, that was pretty good. Okay, but do you want to suck it or do you want some?
DX New Day.
Dick pancakes.
Dick pancakes. Mm-hmm. They do have dick pancakes and they have bootios.
They do have dick pancakes.
This is greatest faction
I have
of
a
all
question,
time,
though.
though. Can New Day win? New Day can win greatest tag team of all time, and I have no problem.
Yeah.
Can the New Day win greatest faction of all time, and we walk out of this studio okay?
I don't think they're the greatest faction of all. Most entertaining, yes.
Lauren's about to get canceled, they said.
Why?
I don't know. Dick pancakes, I guess. I don't think
Not a
dick
bad
pancakes
word.
are bad.
Well, you know what I wonder though?
What?
Like, did some weirdo actually like catch
Stop
one of
it.
them?
No. Now you're about to, no. You're
Did
going
they
too
eat
far.
it?
Did someone eat the
Did
dick
they
pancake?
eat the dick pancake? That's what I want to know. Like, somebody did. That's weird, but it probably happened.
DX and New Day. We have a real decision to make
Thank
here.
you. I
Let me help you. One person telling you you'll never get canceled is not, it by no means is that a pass to say whatever you want.
I censor myself a lot. Okay.
It's DX, right, guys? Like, I'm not wrong, and like, I love New Day, and if we're doing best tag team of all time, I'm gonna make an argument for New Day and the Usos, but this has to be DX.
Yes,
like that version of DX was classic.
Mm-hmm. That's the Suck It people, right? Then yes.
So here we are. This is the end. Triple H makes it to the end though.
This one's gonna kill me.
No matter what, Triple H wins. I agree. Now I agree with that, Wavy D, and we don't give a shit. Mm-mm. You can't get canceled if you don't care, and I honestly don't give a shit. Bloodline.
Right, so
if the Bloodline was in here, they're the greatest faction of all time.
True,
I agree, but they're not here for this. So we've got. Does that say DC? Is that like comic books?
DX. Oh, DC. Yeah.
DC. I think it meant DX.
Okay.
DX changed the I mean, like when I was in middle school, everybody had a D-Generation X shirt.
Well, I didn't know what
everybody
wrestling
yelled
was.
"suck it," but you knew what DX was, right?
Well, I didn't know DX,
But I mean, you knew people were saying "suck it," and they had that shirt on with the X on it, and like You know how many middle school teachers, when I got told suck it?
Yes.
Definitely. Like that was just a regular occurrence. I would not have wanted to have been a teacher in that time.
Well, there's new things now, but we'll go with that. I'm gonna say them. Like that's pretty big because people still say it's
Emmanuel trying to come in at the end and fuck this thing up for everybody. Emmanuel, Evolution, all 4 of them were world champions. He's not wrong. That's Randy Orton. That's a legend killer. Randy Orton. That's Triple H.
I know Randy
look
Orton.
at that. That's too cool. Triple H with his button-down white t-shirt, white shirt. That's Ric Flair before he went crazy, and not pictured as Batista. So look at it like this: Ric Flair, Randy Orton, and Batista versus Shawn Michaels, the Outlaws.
But what did they do as a group that is memorable? What did they do as a group that is memorable?
Lots.
Is there a catchphrase? Is there something?
I mean, their song
what is their song?
It's phenomenal.
Where does it go?
It's phenomenal.
Evolution is the best.
That's definitely how it went.
All of the other rest, like that.
Wavy D's put it to us like this: Ric Flair, Randy Orton, and Batista versus Shawn Michaels, Outlaws, and X-Pac. Now, Shawn Michaels, he's not in this DX though, right? That's Triple H in the middle. I think Shawn Michaels was gone at this point.
I'm changing. I like Randy Orton, so we're gonna go with Randy.
They told you to keep singing.
Oh, those just come to my mind. Those are my little ditties. Oops.
Now look at Wavy D. Wavy D, now you're starting to turn on me.
Push them into world champions. What does that mean that they pushed them into world champions?
There it is. There's the lyrics.
Made them.
There's the lyrics.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know Evolution's theme.
Uh-huh.
Coin flip. I
don't have a coin, do you?
No, we have to stand up. We have to make a choice.
Okay.
We have to make a choice.
Randy.
DX. Suck it!
I should have known that was happening. Okay, wait.
DX.
Oh, they won everything?
DX, greatest faction of all time.
Oh, shit. That was fast. Didn't see that happening. I object.
DX, greatest faction of all time.
Asterisk bloodline.
What? No, yeah. Asterisk bloodline. Asterisk bloodline.
Yeah.
Definitely. Let me scroll down. I'm off my docket here. All right, guys. Anybody who's here, I'm imagining, is probably part of the Discord or knows about the Discord, so I don't need to talk about that. But this is a part of the show. Anybody who didn't make it here on Friday, after hours portion of the show where we open it up. We can talk about anything you guys want. We just do it for a couple minutes because this is running actually longer than I thought it would. The thing I wanted to talk about, Lauren, I need a new show to watch.
Okay.
I need a new, we got to get a bracket on our live. We can do a bracket on our live, Mike. I'm down to do brackets on our live. 100%. I didn't know if you want to do those. I'd definitely be down to do those. I think that can be a just every episode thing. Mm-hmm. NXT. Emmanuel said NXT. I can't watch any more wrestling. I am wrestling. By the time I watch Raw and SmackDown and a premium live event, I'm wrestled out. I tried to start watching TNA. I don't have it in me. I wanted to watch the Women of Wrestling, which was fun to watch, but I can't watch. It's too much wrestling. I can't watch AEW. Like, I get my wrestling fix. I need a regular season. So we're watching season 3 of The Boys.
I am too. Love it.
And despite everybody's bullshit opinions, The Boys is good.
Yep.
The Boys is still
Don't
good.
be
Like,
hater on The Boys.
I know there's this popular consensus going around on every podcast that I listen to talk shit about The Boys. Maybe it's not the best season of The Boys, but it's still absolutely
way more
a good
entertaining
show.
than like most stuff. You know
Yeah,
what
definitely a good show.
So
NXT beats Women of Wrestling. I'm sure. I'm sure it beats Women of Wrestling. And NXT is good. I got nothing wrong with NXT. I cannot watch more. I will go crazy if I watch more wrestling.
I know there's like House of Dragons, but like
yes, I've made it all the way through Suits.
So
Wavy
much
D.
time in there.
I've made it through Suits. The shows that I have right now on my list that I need to catch up on are The Last of Us. I never made it through The Last of Us. We finished Twisted Metal, correct?
Yes, we did.
Okay, that was one I want to. Game of Thrones. I haven't started the new season. I need to.
Wait, is there more The Last of Us? Is it the one with the zombies?
No, you watched it all.
Okay,
remember, I bowed out. I didn't watch it all.
Okay, yes.
I didn't watch all that.
Yeah.
The Boys is on the list. Umbrella Academy is on my list. It's coming back, and they're only going to have 6 episodes.
Oh my gosh, no.
So it's finishing up this year.
All right.
And then I didn't finish Fallout. I got to finish Fallout. But outside of that, I need new shows.
Griselda is a banger. What's
What is?
Griselda? Oh, Griselda, is that the one with...
What is Griselda?
It's about a drug
this.
dealer on Netflix. And
this?
what is her name? Sofia Vergara plays her. I didn't say that right. And like...
Is this like the continuation of the...
They made her into like... She's like, it took me a long time to be into makeup. And then the guy who's like the son of the mom who it's actually
Griselda.
based on, she was like, my mom wasn't an ugly woman.
So it's a miniseries?
Yeah. But that's
oh shit, she's playing that lady?
Yeah.
She's wait.
Yes. And the dude's mom or the son of that person was like, it shouldn't take that long to look like my mom. She was a beautiful woman. So beautiful. I mean, maybe I'm missing
Wait, so
something.
this is her in the show?
No, that's the Griselda lady, I think.
No, this is her playing her.
Oh.
This is Sofia Vergara, right?
Yes, that's Sofia Vergara.
Yeah, because see, this is what wait, this dude's mom says she's a...
He says she's beautiful.
I don't want to be disrespectful. I don't want to be disrespectful to anybody's
I'm
mom.
just saying what
I don't want to be
he said.
disrespectful. You could be disrespectful. I don't want to be disrespectful.
Exactly, okay.
But you can't get Sofia Vergara to play that person.
You know, like, yeah.
That's not cool.
You know?
That's definitely not cool. Griselda Blanco. I might have to watch that.
She's related to Benny Blanco.
Dark Matter. What's Dark Matter?
Dark Matter.
Dark Matter. Because I will tell you, Mike, I'm not a big like. I need like elements of like
comedy,
magic and shit in a show for me. I don't like.
There's a 3-person
This is like
theory or something
she's like a
that.
drug lady, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not gonna be for me. I'm not into
serious.
that kind
I
of
started
shit.
watching it. I'm not gonna.
I need like time travel and shit like that. Orville. Don't know what that is either.
Jason Dessen is abducted.
He's giving you a synopsis.
Okay, he's abducted into an alternative version of his life to get back to his true family. He embarks on a harrowing journey to save them from the most terrifying foe imaginable, himself. Dun, dun, dun.
This is on Apple TV. I typically like Apple TV
Dark
shows.
Matter. I do like Apple TV shows. There's that one about the silo. You never watched it, and I would actually rewatch it with you.
What's the one on Apple TV that I love? The video game one.
Oh, with Sunny in Philadelphia,
Quest.
dude.
Mystic Quest. Oh my God.
Yes.
Mystic Quest. Greatest show ever. Fucking hilarious.
All right. What's the Orville? Orville?
I might be in on this. I'm gonna have to do a Dark Matter screening.
Dark Matter.
I'm gonna do a Dark Matter screening tonight and see if I'm okay. Orville. Let's see Orville.
The Orville. Is it the Orville or just Orville?
Wait, Orville Peck came up, which is a country singer. Nope.
Orville is a sci-fi series by Seth MacFarlane that plays a loving homage to Star Trek with an amazing cast.
So I've heard this. I like Seth MacFarlane, so this could be right up my alley.
Oh, okay.
I definitely could. Succession. We watched one episode of Succession, right?
I watched it.
Once again, too much like.
It's funny, but it's very deep. Like, you have to be invested.
Well, it's too real life for me. Like, we own a business, so we go through fucking shit like that on a daily basis. It's stressful. So I like my world to have laser beams and laser swords.
Laser beams.
We started the Acolyte. I am a Star Wars guy. I do like Star Wars. And we started the Acolyte, but then everybody kind of shit on the Acolyte. And so I got turned off, but I got to quit doing that because just like The Boys, I got to quit listening to people. This looks good, though. This Orville is probably where I'm going to go, to be honest with you.
All right.
This is where I'm going to start watching tonight. Okay. This Orville. Because I like Seth MacFarlane, and it's like a Star Trek knockoff type thing. I think that's where
Star Trek.
That's where I'm going. Power. I've watched season 1 of Power. That's a fucking investment. I love it. I absolutely loved the first season of Power. It's just an investment. Like, it is a whole universe that exists.
Lauren watched a lot of these shows. So, like, Lauren watching is where, like, you watch the beginning and then you fast forward to the very end so you can see, like, the last 5 minutes. And then you turn on the next episode so that you can watch the review.
Hold on. Wrestling with Horror said he got to stream with Jay Lee from Orville, who's also on Family Guy. So he got to do all of his Family. That's awesome. He got to do all of his Family Guy impressions for the guy.
Oh, that's so fun.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Is that online where we can go watch that?
Yeah, I'd like to see that.
Is that? Do you have like a restream or something of that? That would be fun to watch. I don't have anything else to talk about. That's all I have for tonight. You got anything?
No.
Anybody got anything? If not, we're shutting it down.
We will do the McGriddle.
What day do you want to do McGriddle?
I don't know.
You're coming back Friday.
Yeah.
So you do it Friday?
For sure.
All right, McGriddle Friday for sure. It's still on the docket. We just haven't had a chance to do it. What'd she say?
Yikes, I can't do Lauren watching. Oh, Lauren, I was describing Lauren watching, but you were ignoring me, but that's okay.
Oh, no, go for it. Well, before we go, tell me about Lauren. I live Lauren watching.
No, I
live it.
I told them about it. I think they said that they can't do Lauren watching because I was explaining that, like, you watch the first, like, 5 minutes of it, then you fast forward real quick, like you go, like you just watch it real quick, then you watch the last 5 minutes, then you watch the next show where it does, like, last time on blah, blah, blah.
I told you, though, the whole fun of watching a show is the shit that happens in the middle.
Well, like, then I go back and I watch it with you, and then I can ask you 20 million questions.
Just look at a synopsis if that's all you want. Read a book.
Yeah.
Read a book. Do you read the first and last page of a book?
Yes.
What about Braun Breaker? What about Braun Breaker, Emmanuel? What about...
He had a killer ending. That's
something about Braun Breaker.
Braun Breaker closed out the show amazingly.
Does Braun Breaker have his own show? That'd be cool.
Does he have a show?
No.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
He does not.
Arf, arf. That was my Braun Breaker impression.
All right, guys. That's longer than I thought we were going to go. That's an hour and 10. Show Lauren the best WWE film of all time, The Marine.
I've never seen it. That one, is that with, what's his name, John Cena, or is it with
the first Miz? Marine was
Triple H.
Cena, I think, right? Or was it Orton or Miz? It's one of them with the Marine. It's one of those three. There's been so many Marines, they all blend together for me.
Part one. He's winning the title, the IC title.
Yes, 100%. Braun Breaker, SummerSlam, winning the IC title. 100%.
I'd watch the Marine. I'd watch
Maybe so I have an opening on Wednesdays. Uh-huh. Maybe instead of like a book club, we do a WWE movie club.
Okay.
Where we watch
There's so many movies that
we watch WWE movies and then we just come discuss them.
That'd be cool.
All right. Well, maybe we'll talk about it. I don't know. I'm not committing to it yet.
Well, because I'm not committing to it yet. Either because I like go to work and stuff.
But maybe once a month. Maybe once a month we drop it and do a WWE movie book club. Club.
All right.
Movie club. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out.
Thanks, y'all.
We'll be back tomorrow, 7 o'clock. Mike and D. Wednesdays were off this week. Then Casual Wrestling Show Thursday at 9:05 p.m. And then you'll be back for the SmackDown post show right after SmackDown on Friday. As always, I am Nerdy D. That is Level Up Lauren. And we will talk to you guys later.